Rundown number 8. And we are jumping into game 2 of viOLet versus TheMista. viOLet convincingly taking game 1.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, it wasn't a long game, and it seemed those Nidus tactics were something that TheMista wasn't necessarily prepared for.
Yeah, I think that Niduses are not used a lot by Zergs. And viOLet just seems to have like literally a million builds up his sleeve all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally just like every matchup he's like, huh, I was thinking if I played this matchup on this map against this player, I would do this build. And then he does. And then the next game, since it's a different map, he does a different build. Except in ZVZ.
I think viOLet plays StarCraft like Art Tatum plays jazz.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
And I know that's
I'll go
not,
with that.
well, it's not
Yeah.
based in reality or on any fact that I would know or anything, but it feels like me, like he's so malleable and he's so, like, he knows when to all in from literally any point in a game.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's one of those things that you really only get playing a lot of games and knowing all of those kind of timings just, you know, instinctively. Look at this viOLet. He fakes the pro. He got down here. He had 70 minerals. There's no way he could throw down an expand at 70 minerals, but he comes down, he fakes the probe out, and he chases away because he does some damage to it, and in the meantime, he could just sneak another drone. Look at this.
did I just see what I thought I saw over there, Gwyn? It is.
It is a
Nexus first.
That's super safe.
And that's because he thought he blocked the hatch first?
No, I think because he saw the pool timing.
Okay.
He saw the pool go down and said, I can do this, and I don't think viOLet's going to be aggressive. Now, viOLet has just spent all of his larva, so I don't think he's going to be aggressive either. And viOLet actually, yeah, not having enough money to start his queen, so I feel like he's a little bit off his build already. But TheMista actually delaying this first cannon quite a lot, so this is starting to get risky out of him. But based on his scouting information, I think he feels he's safe. Yeah, wow, look at this. Finally throwing down the cannon.
Super late.
He delayed that by a lot. A ton. And viOLet not taking any gas. I would not be surprised at all to see viOLet take this expansion in like 2 food. That's pretty standard in this matchup to just go, okay, well, I am going to go 3 hatch before gas, because when Protoss does this, this says I cannot be aggressive against you for at least 7 minutes. So when this timer gets to 7 to 8 minutes, closer usually to 9 minutes, that's when Protoss can start being aggressive. And there we go, fast 3rd hatch. We saw this style actually get popularized a lot by Liquid Ret, who is known for making drones and only drones in all of his games. And then only making units once he has 100 drones. So, of course, the master of drones would come up with a build where you actually just make nothing but hatcheries for a long time. And look at this, viOLet with the 6th sense, sending the lings over, because this probe from TheMista, he's insistent. He knows. He's like, he's like, I know there's a hatch there. He wants to just hide back.
He
in the
knew,
corner.
yeah, he's going to hide there, and you know the sad part is that viOLet's going to be very thorough scouting this, I fear.
I don't know.
Yep, there he goes. And he's going to
See.
send him all the way around this little area here, and it looks like a little probe. Going to get busted by the lings, and that's just one little bummer for TheMista. I think he probably could have used that gangster pylon he was going to throw down.
Yeah.
Wow, unfortunately, TheMista also supply blocking himself here for a second.
Yep. Just a little bit though. 2 gas down in TheMista's base. He's getting that robotics up as well as the +1. Kind of curious as to what we'll see out of this. I remember in his other PVZs, he went for a lot of +1 Zealot Warp Prism harass. Remember he threw down the 4 gates. Or he has the 1 gate down. He threw down the 3 gates. And there we go.
Wow.
Right after that robo. So showing the same build again, and this was super, super strong when he did it. Well, who did he play? He played, I'm not remember, was it Destiny? I believe it was Destiny. Yeah. He played Destiny.
Destiny who beat him, right? Okay.
Destiny who beat him, but Destiny beat him 2-1.
Right.
Because he won one of those
The
games.
map that he took off in was this.
Yeah.
Very
We'll have to
nice.
see. viOLet, though,
I wonder what he makes. I wonder what if he... Oh, he is. He's going with the Warp Prism. Yes.
And viOLet's going to scout it. He's got the Overlord in. So there are no secrets from viOLet. He knows all.
Nice. Pretty quick layer there for viOLet.
viOLet's actually like a telepath. He's like, wait a minute.
He is so good.
I'm just gonna I know where you hid your production facilities in your base. And I don't need to fly the Overlord in, but just so you think I'm not map hacking, I'm going to. Really, I just read your mind. Warp Prism's gonna come out. viOLet knows it's there.
Ooh, that Overlord is going to go down too. Oh no, it survived! Wow, it had like 2 health. 10, okay, well.
Sentries actually just tickle units. They don't actually do even with the +1, they only do 7 damage. So
there's 4 Zealots inside that Warp Prism.
viOLet, though, he knows what's up. He's got the Spore Crawler ready. He's got the 3 Roaches ready. But 3 Roaches is actually not enough to deal with 4 Zealots in a Warp Prism with a warp cycle available. And look at this, TheMista doing the same thing, throwing down that Dark Shrine as well. So he's going to transition out of this harass into DT harass, which viOLet already has the spores up, so I don't know how strong this could be. And viOLet going Spire. Oh, viOLet, I like this so much. I think Mutalisks are so strong in this matchup. I really, really like that play. And where did TheMista... Oh, he's got 2 Warp Prisms.
That's a second Warp Prism, right.
That's right.
And this is going to be really nice harass here. Although that first Warp Prism has been spotted, the Warp In is on, though, and the Zealots are now being dropped at the natural expansion of viOLet here. And you can see the kiting of these Zealots, though, is going to make them not very effective. Looks like the Warp Prism is going to have to pick up there. What's going on at the third now? As you see the Warp Prism just relocating slightly to a different place, but no units being warped in down there yet.
I think he's waiting for that Dark Shrine to finish up. That is my estimate.
Roach is now following this Warp Prism here, as the Warp Prism is going to get the scout on that Spire there. Ooh, nice. 4 DT is going to get warped in down at the third location, though. No detection up yet.
He's just going to target fire the hatch, and I actually like that choice quite a bit.
Ooh, the Spore made it up just in time.
Yeah, the Spore comes up just in time. He's going to be forced to pull back. What has this Warp Prism done? Nothing but lose a lot of health. But look at this. He's going to expand here. Actually, this is very interesting. He's going to have to bury probes, but he has 3 Warp Prisms out on the map right now.
More than enough to do the trick.
I think the only person I've seen do this is like Liquid Hero, except for TheMista. So playing a very bold style. viOLet, though, up in supply. What has he made? He's making Mutalisks right now, but he's up at 61 drones, so actually not ahead in the drone count, really. We'll have to see. The Mutalisks, though, are out. He's going to be able to start doing harassment. There are 4 cannons, and this is actually like 5 cannons now going down this expansion. This is actually going to be so hard for viOLet to break. But it doesn't seem to matter. He's just hunting down these Warp Prisms with the Mutalisks.
Ooh, this is going to be costly right here.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, there's DTs there, but like they're going to get picked off once that Overseer gets there.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, the Muta is just heading over towards the natural. There is 1 cannon there. 1 cannon. I mean, if he keeps producing Mutalisks, look at this, 8 more on the way. It's not going to be enough to deter 16 Mutalisks. And viOLet's starting to make some spines in the middle of the map. I like that quite a bit. viOLet poking in here, and those Stalkers actually like did not react. So he got in and actually got some probe kills before pulling back out.
Interesting. Where's the
There's
rest of
1
those
DT.
mutas? There they come, finally popping.
Still hiding.
Yeah, they're on their way.
And actually, ooh, he's gonna blink to the main. Here it is.
Nice, big old warp in here. This should be pretty devastating,
Yeah,
actually.
viOLet actually has all of his defenses back at home.
Oh,
and
look at those roaches.
like,
Think they're so strong, but no, the blink in, and the Stalkers are up here, and they're going to target down that Queen if they can. Nope, they're going to switch gears and get that infestation pit down as quickly as possible.
Infestation is a great target.
And
go
now
for the spawning pool after that, and I definitely think he'll get it.
this is going to be extremely costly here for viOLet. I don't think he was expecting this blink to come back.
Absolutely not. He's going to lose that Spire as well if the Stalkers make it over there. But here we have the movement from viOLet. TheMista, though, just going to retreat back out. viOLet having to rebuild that spawning.
Oh, wow.
Engaging with some of those mutas. Not the best choice, I don't feel. Don't want to lose that muta count. He's actually building 2 spawning pools. He decided 1 wasn't enough. And throwing down some spines on that side. That is a good insurance move there. But 3 bases up for the Mista now, and 3 base Protoss starts getting scary. And the Mista, I love this play out of him. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna make a lot of cannons because I'm afraid of counterattacks. and he's just okay with that.
And he's got like 1 million minerals too to just kind of spare. So
yeah.
Speaking of 1 million minerals, there's all those spine crawlers in the middle of the map now pushed pretty far forward.
A couple of them getting moved back to the back here. Wow, that is actually a huge force out of viOLet. And viOLet almost maxed to the 140 supply of the Mista, so the Mista not really keeping up with that macro, I feel, in this game. Doing a lot of cute stuff, but it hasn't super paid off for him yet. A couple spore in the spine. There's a DT still hiding in the background there. And what do we have out of both players? A little bit of just a build-up now. Looks like this Warp Prism might be trying to get into the main. Allow that blink up again, but there are spines here now, and viOLet is more than on top of it. He's just going to focus that down. And then the high ground advantage, those units have to be super careful. viOLet moving over here, looking for a 4th base. There isn't one. The Mista is just on 3 bases. 1 million cannons. Which is fine.
The north side of this base right here is pretty naked, and I think viOLet's about to find it, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. He's gone up to the far corner. There, like you said, there are no cannons here. A lot of blink stalkers, but no cannons. And viOLet with the nice counterattack already set up. That's a lot of cannons, though. 5 cannons in range of that front, and a 6-1 off to the back. What is viOLet finally doing? viOLet is actually making a 2nd spire, so he is going double spire. And I really like that. It means that he's going to be able to make one into a greater spire and continue with his upgrades on the other one. But oh, look at this viOLet sneaking the Mutalisks to the back of the main, and he's going to kill the 1 cannon. That's an easy dive, and those probes are not long for this world.
That's right. They're going to go down like butter here. It doesn't seem to matter too much at that location though, because it's almost lined out. Yep.
Time he's forcing the cancel on that Nexus. There is a Colossus, 2 Colossus out. But Mutalisks are pretty good against Colossus.
Ooh, there we go. He's going to hit the north side of the 3rd base now, and this is going to be very costly for the probes. Yeah.
Like, let's take a look at those counts just for a second. 32 workers killed for viOLet. I mean, just looking at the worker count, we have 47 probes to 62 drones, so viOLet actually very low on the drone count. Where are the Mista's probes? Are they hiding somewhere?
They are.
Like, I actually don't know how he has that many probes still.
They are.
Like, that's not, it's like no probes. Are they all at this expansion?
Dead.
No, he still has 47 of them. They must, they're all right here, I guess. There we go. Huge move out though through the middle. This is actually a hugely scary force, and it's just rolling through everything. viOLet has to react, but that's a terrible position for him. The blink up on, losing an infestor.
And those infestors don't have enough energy to engage just yet, do they?
They do have enough for the fungal, but they don't even have neural parasite or enough to do the neural parasite. The Mista is just going for it. There are corruptors out. They're going to get picked off for free as well. viOLet able to miss control, but here comes the attack. Fungal's going down on everything, and I think the Mista might hold.
Well, let's see here. Blink Micro engaging here, and you can see Stalker's starting to melt a little bit. Corruptor's also not being focused down, and they're able to do lots of damage to these Colossus here, but it looks like the Protoss units are able to stay up, and they could survive this battle here. Looks like he does have the numbers right here.
I think so. He's going to come back down. He's going to kill off a bunch of these drones. Or no, it looks like he's just going to pull out. He's killed off the Natural. He killed off the Infestation Pit, and basically the whole Zerg army. Supply count favors the Mista right now. Blink Stalkers are just so good, so mobile. I don't know if this is the best idea out of him.
He's about to find that additional base that he wasn't quite aware of yet. He's going to take that one down, and I like this tour of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th location here with these Wing Stalkers. I hope he continues all the way around because all of his bases are cooking away pretty good here right now.
Getting up with another Colossus. Greater Spire on the way for violet. Tons of mines trying to come out, and violet is just stalling for the reload. That's just all that's going on. He's basically like, I just need to hold until I get my reload. But the GG, TheMista, with the clutch timing on the move out, he basically took so much harass from those Mutalisks to his economy. He said, it's time for me just to go kill him. And he pushed out.